Hey guys, this is not a normal video. I'm actually asking for help on behalf of a friend. And I hope that talking about this will touch a lot of your hearts because I know a lot of you are international couples as well, and this is a situation that involves an international couple. So we have some friends who are an international couple like us. Rebecca is American and Chansik is Korean. Actually, they originally followed us and then we met at a mutual friend's wedding and became friends. Unfortunately, Rebecca has a rare liver disease called PSC and she is really sick. She was diagnosed with this disease at age 4 and she had her first liver transplant at age 8 at the Mayo Clinic, but the disease returned. At age 11, she had another transplant at the Mayo Clinic and lived without the disease for 3 years, but still had things like migraines. At age 20, she was put back on the transplant list, but a third liver transplant was seen as really risky. At age 23, she did have the transplant and had 5 years of relatively good health, but developed more issues like arthritis, polycystic ovarian syndrome, chronic pain, and more. But during that 5-year period, she actually traveled to Korea and that's where she met her husband. And she officially moved to South Korea in 2014. Unfortunately, this past July, she ended up in the emergency room with really bad abdominal pain and they discovered that the liver disease had returned and there was all sorts of problems wrong with her liver. So because the disease was returning, she decided that she had a better chance of treating it at the Mayo Clinic in the USA. So she flew back recently to the US, even though she's hardly in a state to travel, she flew back to get treatment. Once in the US, there was all sorts of problems with the insurance, even though they had the insurance set up. She couldn't get into hospital right away because of insurance problems. I'm sure most of you who are familiar with the US system know that there's so many problems with that. So even though she was in a life-threatening situation, it was still hard to get her into the hospital and have the insurance sorted out, but she's in hospital now. Unfortunately, the cost of treatment is still so high and Becca's husband can't even be with her right now because he needs to be in Korea working, earning money to pay for her treatment to keep her alive at the moment, and it's such a heartbreaking situation. So at a time when she needs her husband the most, he's not able to be with her, and at this point Becca doesn't even know if she will ever be able to go back to Korea, and there's a possibility that she might have to go into hospice care as well. So he needs to be in Korea making as much money as he can, but will of course go to the US in a situation, in an emergency situation, and then thinking about immigrating to the US as well. Becca often talked about how much she loved living in Korea and loved being in Korea more than the US, and it's just so difficult that she has to be in the US for this treatment, and it's very heartbreaking that the disease has come back. So they really didn't want to ask people for money, but a friend set up a GoFundMe account. So if anyone is able to help out at all, just even a few dollars helps go towards them, and all that money of course goes to the medical bills. And the sooner they have all the money for the medical bills, the sooner they can be together. This is such a difficult thing, and one of the extreme difficulties of being an international couple, being an international married couple, is having homes in different countries and not always being able to be together because of extreme circumstances like this. So it definitely touched our hearts, and I just wanted to do anything that I could, and I know that we have an audience of a lot of other international couples, so that's why I wanted to reach out, and anybody who can help in any way, please do. In the description box I will link to the GoFundMe page where you can easily donate there, and on the blog post I will have more of what Becca said about her story, so you can read that and check that out as well. So please, if you're able to do something, please help out, please donate some money. Thank you for watching, and please share this video if you think others will be able to help as well.